Or it was just because the road hadn't melted off in front of their house?
Oh, great.
Lord.
Beth, you don't want to listen to them this morning or what?
No. Not today, it's Friday.
Tear up an anvil with a glass hammer.
Good morning, everybody. We'll open the meeting up at 8:15. Mike, the floor is yours, sir.
Ain't got much for you.
Well done.
We gotta have at least 15 minutes for this stuff.
A lot of plowing, so
Overall, your crew did a good job, though.
thank you. I think you did too.
There isn't, there's only a couple times I had somebody say to me, but I don't know what you're gonna do about ice after you take the snow off of it, so.
And right now, my sander's broke and the one.
Is it?
The one that's ordered, I keep pushing back.
Really? Yeah.
Not too happy.
They tell you how far back? Like,
January 5th,
what's their holdup? You say?
didn't say. Evan pretty much got on him.
Yeah.
Nothing Joe can't fix.
Yeah, Joe could fix it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did pretty good fixing everything that's breaking, so.
Yeah.
A lot of breaks.
Yeah, I knew you had a lot of stuff you had to take care of after that first go around. You and I talked, so. No, overall, I mean, you guys handled it well.
We tried to push him back, so. Wednesday was never any battles.
Yeah.
But we stayed out all day just trying to keep it.
Yeah. No, they did a great job. Not only did you get the snow off, you did some really nice berming too.
Yeah.
That's what I told him on the way down. Still bourbon.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if it is, and it needed it.
Yep.
So good
Obviously it needed it because
We'll hear about that too. So.
it'll be fine. They
Tell
just,
them to call me.
yep, send them our phone number.
I don't care.
It'll eventually settle out. I mean,
Yeah, it always does.
I saw on Facebook, I was telling Phil that there was somebody that was complaining about something. And everybody in the comments was like, hey, they're taking applications. Hey, go on in there and help them. That was the majority of it, so I love that.
now we did, one of the guys went off and he got stuck in the ditch and he pushed, we'll fix that. That ain't a problem. But
You can't help that.
Well,
stuff.
he was on an embankment too where he was going around that one. I seen a picture of
he
it.
went around a sign that was there and then
Yeah.
started to get back over and then it just.
Just took him right down in there. There's anything you can do about that. Especially that sheet of ice. I mean, you guys gotta be, those guys are always having to be on top of their game. Just
And they think we can salt and sand 670 miles. It's like,
No.
you can't do that.
Nope,
We
you
don't
guys
have
did
the
great.
state's budget for that, so.
okay.
But I thought they did really good.
Agreed.
Hopefully we don't get no more, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm ready for spring.
Well, it looks like Sunday it's on its way. So
When?
there's a clipper coming
Yeah.
across the northwest, coming down through here Saturday night through Sunday, possibly 1 to 3.
Oh, well, that's not terrible.
No, it just
Wednesday's 38 and possible.
Morning.
yeah,
That'd be great. It'll be fine.
yeah, yes. That'll be fine. Anything you need from us?
You could turn the wind turbines down, the wind was off for a long period of time.
When we do that, the customers will be upset because they're not getting their payment.
Yeah, that's true.
And somebody on the East Coast will be upset because they're not getting their power.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, I don't have anything. You guys are doing awesome and appreciate everything you're doing. Good. Good. Yeah,
I don't know how to stretch it out any longer.
you're good. You got plenty to do. There's no reason for us to keep you here.
Unless you want to stay here because it's safe.
Yeah. Good. All right. Thanks, Mike. Have a great day.
We did some bourbon too.
Have to shoot the thing.
Get the water off the road.
Yeah.
I get in the car, they're like, I'm getting something.
and, so,
Yeah, I just added it into number 4, I think.
yeah.
Do we have to approve these or just sign them?
No, I just need you to sign it. They're just for me.
Yeah, I did review, and that change was made,
Okay,
so,
okay.
that was made, so.
It's the only thing that concerned me, because I didn't want them to come back around on the backside and say, well, it doesn't specifically state.
Yeah, yep, I think that was number 4, I believe.
Yeah, between 3 and 4, I just,
That 36 inches, is that what?
yeah, that the all fiber is to be buried, no more overhead, no more poles, no
Yeah.
more overhead.
Yep, and it reflects that, so you guys can approve it whenever.
Yeah, because it's been a hindrance on about anywhere rural that they've went as far as getting out of field access for our ag community, and that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and there's no reason that they can't bore and they can't bury it, so.
Yep.
It's better on them anyway, because when we have storms, then it's not ripping it off the poles and it's sitting there swinging across the road,
Yeah,
so.
yep.
I do have one thing that Colin sent me. It is the pay app for the Aquifer School demo, just for the fencing, right?
Yeah, it's erosion control, fencing, probably mow it in. It's probably the first pay app, so it's just them getting set up for the project. The next one will probably be more for the demo.
Sean talked about last meeting, but I hadn't received it yet. So
Yeah.
if you wanna look at it,
I'm good with it.
just need to approve. Do they need to
Motion
sign?
approve it.
Do they
Second.
need to sign any of these?
Yeah, I should have a signature page. Yeah, right.
Signer?
Let's see, we signed, yeah.
You said use motion, Sean?
I did.
I'll second it.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want a copy of that?
Yeah, you can send me a copy.
Where you going skiing this year?
We're going to, Lake Tahoe,
When?
I think the second or third week of February. I'm waiting to see if Ben can go, cause I think it's the same week as a seed trip that they always take down to Mexico or wherever it is, so.
He'd be safer in Lake Tahoe than he would be in Mexico.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Telluride, Colorado this year, but.
Have you ever been there?
No, but it's on my short list. Really
It's a
wanna go.
trip to get to it, but
Mhm.
it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's got like town, and then a big tram that goes up and over.
From what I've seen, the town looks like something out of an old western.
Kinda is, I mean,
I guess
it's
like-
pretty far removed.
Did you ski there?
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
don't
get
know
Connie online?
how long it's been,
She actually won us money.
but I know that tram that runs
To
at
make
night
it
between
fun.
them, you get on it.
You didn't have to stand out the curb.
Big, huge
Money
old
to
blankets.
gas.
These
These are for Sean and I thought she gave me it for all 3 rooms, but she didn't. So,
I just.
I would assume they would also email those to you, your name's tied to it,
I just
Well, see,
remember it
all I
from the
did was
airport.
get on the commissioners
It was
through the ICC,
Yeah, I've
through
heard it.
Tyler.
and they've approved. I just put in how long they were staying.
Alright, cause I was in 740 and John was in 742, and I thought when she printed all the sheets off, I got yours and mine, I thought John's was in there.
That's fine. I'll call them.
Okay. See if I got the lower part.
One thing, so every year the commissioners have done bonuses, holiday bonuses
Mhm.
in December for the employees.
Yeah.
Part-time employees, it's 300, full-time employees, it's 600.
Right,
The only requirement is that they have to have at least, if they're new hires, they have to have at least been paid the first payroll in December. which is usually the payroll before we do bonuses.
Okay.
So I just need.
Is there any new hires that are gonna get missed in that, or?
I think there might be one. But like, the way it works is they didn't actually work those shifts, like. Does that make sense? As far as I know, I think there's only one.
Okay. So do we just need a motion to approve the bonus? I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Do you wanna go over the PTO policy real quick? And get it out of the way? So I sent you an email of the amended PTO policy, Jacob looked over it. Basically, it's just more broke out on, cause since we have so many people that work different hours, like EMS and the deputies and jailers, they work 12 hours, well, EMS works 24, but deputies, jailers work 12 hours, and then highways 8 hours, and the way PTO was always figured, it was only based off of 8 hours max, but nowhere in our personnel policy
Wasn't
did it say
structured
that.
towards their shift. So they were, in a sense, they worked so many hours on their shift through their week, they were actually losing.
PTO, because it's
PTO
only
hours.
figured off of 8 hours, but when they used PTO, they had to use 12 hours,
Yeah.
whatever their shift was.
So it
So
was,
now it's broke out on tables
This is
for,
way better.
yeah.
and I reached out to other
I'm
counties.
surprised that was missed back then or whatever.
I don't know. And I reached out to other counties before I did that, just to see how they did it, and they all do it that way. So,
Makes sense.
Another thing, while we're talking about that, we need to go ahead and have this discussion at the table. Beth and I were having a conversation a week or so ago about Kelly at the Purdue Extension
oh,
office.
yes.
Because of all the extra hours that, well, for one last year that she was putting in. As far as comp time and what her overtime was, and we need to set like what she'd carry over, cause what, they can carry over 10 right now.
Yes, it's a max of 10 days.
And go ahead, you and I spoke, go ahead and explain what.
So basically, she was looking, because Amy left, so Kelly's the only one permanently in the office other than like Dylan and John. But Kelly is our county employee, and with what her duties that she has to do, she's not able to take PTO as much as someone that is fully staffed basically in their office. And she had asked Phil if she could carry over more than the 10 days that is allotted this year because of the short staffing that they had in their office.
So I guess basically an agreement needs to be made at the table because of what she did do for us this year to keep everything together, if we're in agreement to.
I'm good with it. She earned it.
She did, she's what kept that office together and took care of all the 4-H groups and while we were going through this whole transition in this last year.
Yeah, there's no sense in.
My only suggestion would be to pick an amount, like set an amount and say, yes, you can carry over this many.
Do you have a total of what she has?
I do in the office, yeah, I can look and then let you guys know.
Surely she'll be, I would think she'd use some up here towards the end of the year.
Cassie has all that,
Okay,
so I can look when the meeting's over and let you know.
alright. I'm fine with doing it. I don't know what cap to put on it right now or what.
That's fine, I mean, you guys can approve it and then let her know how much.
Okay, I guess you get us total number of hours where she's sitting and we'll just do it as a one-time thing this year to make sure she doesn't lose all that, and then if this arises next year, then it'll have to be addressed next year.
So do we need to make a motion to approve it now, and then we'll set the number to it? Okay, I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
You need a motion on PTO, right?
You need to
Yes,
send that.
please.
Okay, make a motion to amend the PTO breakout for what is collected per shift, for PTO usage.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that will be as of January 1.
January 1. You're supposed to look behind your ears, supposedly you hide dollar bills back there?
I do.
That's the message I just got.
Wow, okay. Check.
Jason, come on up. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're barely smiling. You're barely smiling.
It's Friday. Just a couple updates. The one reason I thought I would, or I was going to come, didn't materialize. Hiring, we were 2 positions short. Hired Garth as a paramedic. He'll start on the 16th, so that's taken care of. We do interviews on the 10th. If you're bored and want to sit in on interviews all day. But we've got, I think, 8 or 9 applicants. And so it's good.
And that will fill another paramedic or just EMT?
So that's one thing I wanted to discuss. In the past, we've always had this idea that because paramedics are more difficult to find than they used to be, that we would, even though it's a difference in budget, we would, if we had the chance to hire an additional paramedic, we would hire an additional paramedic. Just because they're extremely hard to get. And so I don't know if that's something that you would consider allowing us to do. Yes, there is a difference in budget cost. But where we absorb that budget cost is in our part-time line. We don't really have anybody that works part-time. So some of that money could be absorbed for that extra pay into that budget. And so I don't know if that's a consideration that you would take. I know I'm not discussing long-term plans in public much, but I've got one paramedic that's at the end of his career and can retire at any point if he wants to. And so that's one thing, those are reasons why. We're likely we don't really lose staff that often. It's kind of an oddity for us to have 2 positions, but it happens.
Basically, if you took the extra one now, then in the near future, possibly, that spot's gonna be opening up anyway to fill it.
Yeah, it's EMS. It's like, unfortunately, it's like every other workforce that you just never know. So I can say that in the 15 years almost that I've been here, that we just never know. So I don't know that we have a huge amount of applicants that are paramedics, but if we do get one, I do know of other locations that are having management problems, and we may get an influx of applicants from them, which could benefit us. And so that's the one reason I wanted to come today, to see if you would entertain that idea if we did get an applicant.
What's the difference that we're talking about?
It's a little less than $20,000. The paramedic base is right around $55,000, give or take, with their overtime, and or an EMT is about $55,000 with the regular overtime, and then a paramedic base is $72,000. But that's including their 800 hours of overtime that they work additionally over the 2,080. So.
And is Garth a paramedic?
Yeah.
Yes, he
So,
is.
so how many do we have?
So with Garth, he's filling the position that we had, so that gives, he's technically pseudo the extra that we just got prior to you guys coming into office. We came up with that idea, and so that's all we hired, just to fill the paramedic that we.
Well, you had a position that had to be filled anyway.
Yes, yeah, we still, yeah. So we're still open one full position, and that's on the 10th. Hopefully we'll figure out who that might be.
And it could go either way depending on what we decide as far as you can go after a paramedic versus just an EMT.
a lot of services, county services still run the way we do. EMT advanced or with a county partner. I know other counties, Newton County to our north, if they had paramedics that they could get, they would run double paramedic trucks if they were able to get applicants. It's just a matter of that difference in the budget amounts, and so.
So we're still sitting right now where we've got a paramedic on both 1 and 2 on every shift, right?
Yes, yeah, so that gets us, we technically have 6, and then Garth does make a 7th, but that he's filling the position that we had
Right.
prior, that we decided to go ahead and keep that paramedic, so. It's not something, I'll be honest, it's not something we've ever had the ability to really do, just because we never get
Just wasn't
people to
available.
apply that are paramedics. It's just, we usually are able to develop our in-house people, which is a slow process, but it definitely helps, so. But if that's something that, like I said, it's yet to be seen if we have a good applicant, but it's a theory that, I think it would be worthwhile looking into, especially the rarity of paramedic classes and the rarity of getting paramedics to hire, so. In the early 2000s, you could throw a rock and hit a paramedic, and now that's not the case, so. There's only, I think about 4,000 in the state technically.
There's been a huge fall off in the last 4 or 5 years.
Do we do anything on the EMTs for training to upgrade the paramedics?
Yeah, we have one going through right now, Heather is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heather's doing that right now.
And so we've averaged a paramedic student about every 2 years-ish when there's a class that they can go to, so. The class that she's in is through Ivy Tech, and they're holding it at Wabash Township. And so it's close, it's accessible for her, so that works out really well, so. So that was one thing, looking forward, that if we do get that, like I said, I wanted to ask you guys to see what your thoughts were, if it's something that we could do.
And for this coming year of 26, you can absorb a lot of that through your part-time?
Yeah, our part-time budget, I mean, there's always the things that come up, we go down people, whatever the situations are, health issues, that do create some overtime, but with our staffing of 5, often we don't have overtime as much as we used to. 5 years ago, there was overtime 2 or 3 times a week, because we had minimum staffing of 4, and if somebody took off, we can't really deny them their vacation time, we try to allow them to use it. But with our staffing at 5, our minimum is 4, so most generally, unless we're short and have vacant positions, we don't have we have overtime, there's always automatic overtime, but we don't have extra additional overtime, and so that's helped a huge amount. And so the part-time budget that we usually have, that used to be used constantly, we don't use a huge amount except for long years when we're short, so that could absorb that. So that was the primary reason that we come today, to see what you thought.
No, like what I was talking to you down there when we were gone this week about the increase in calls and everything we're dealing with. You know, what he asked, what his team has to deal with on a daily basis, and then, I mean, there's days where they've got all 4 ambulances out that are on the run, and having to have either Newton or Warren as backup, you know. So, I'll let you guys think about it and see what your thoughts are on it.
I just assumed you had all paramedics. As far away as the hospital is, that's the difference between bringing a cold body or something safe.
Well,
Yeah.
the other thing, did you see this, I thought they were originally going to build a hospital up there at 231 and 52. You see where they're putting it?
It's right by the police department.
They're taking it southwest end of the county on 231.
Really?
Yeah, I used building a small one with the emergency rooms in it, clear to southwest end of the county.
I thought it was going on the west side.
No, I just read it.
Potential for what? 3? 4, 5, 6 hospitals on the west side, hopefully.
Supposedly, but
So,
Did you say that was IU though? Cause the one I saw was Franciscan.
Are they still gonna build?
That's
I've
one
not
right there
heard
on
any more.
two thirty-one on the bypass, right?
Are they still putting it in?
Yeah, I mean, it's being built right now, isn't it?
Is it?
I thought so. What are they doing on the west side by the police station? There was a
That's
crane
it.
and something
that's the
going.
new
public
That's the
firehouse,
Oh.
cop
Yeah,
house.
Public Works building or whatever.
Yeah,
I think there's a hotel going in, or a hotel, hospital going in right there at the interchange there.
Yeah,
230.
at 230.
I'm not sure which one it is though.
I think that's the
I thought I
Franciscan.
saw Franciscan on
Yeah.
it.
It could be, I may have missed it. I tried
I
to
saw
do that
the
very
post
often.
about Franciscan. They got the money or whatever. I can't remember where it was, but I'm pretty sure it's where he's talking.
There was supposed to be 3, IU, Franciscan, and Parkview
Parkview, okay,
on the west side.
okay. We definitely need them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've driven an ambulance many times off of scenes to the hospital, and it's pretty chaotic getting through that town and
Yeah.
getting into the hospital. And you try your best to stay off of 65. So your best option is to go through town, and you're fighting traffic the whole time.
actually, there are 5,155 paramedics in the state that are doing about 1.5 million calls, I think is what EMS call service are annually, so.
Where you at? You've been gaining calls every year, or where you at this year?
A couple days ago, we're ahead, that obviously wax and wanes with each week, and so, I can tell you in the last 2 months, 3 months, run volume is always a concern because it takes up our ambulance availability, but in the last 2 months, 3 months, probably the trend of this year, our acuity of patients, how serious people are sick wise, has really increased. The last month has been very crazy. And so I think that's the other concern, is that we're getting more sick people, I would say. Whatever the cause of that is, that's hard to tell. The last, I'll say 90 days, probably longer, has got definitely, the acuity of how sick people are has really gone up. And so having advanced life support practitioners, even if we had a truck that was a double medic truck, or just the availability of people, there's a lot less stress on the paramedics that we do have. We've had at times where we've had staff shortages where we've been down to 4 paramedics just because we couldn't find staffing. And that puts a lot of stress on the ones that we do have, that they're doing more runs. Not that they're complaining about it, but the more critical runs we have over time, we don't want to burn somebody out. We want to try to keep them the best that we can, even though there are times where it gets crazy. And so that's the other aspect that I think we're looking at is availability of those individuals. And so with our staffing model, even if we had an extra paramedic, we would have that 5th person that would be either in the chase vehicle as a supervisor, which gives us the capabilities of when both ambulances are gone, but also as the extra set of hands in those critical care moments that we definitely need people. So that's probably the other second reason, I think, planning ahead. And then that the acuity has been shocking, I think, even just in the last month. It's been very increased to a level that I've not seen that I can remember, so.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, my feeling is if he can carry most of it with what he has for this year and then budget for 27 for that position, plus we already know that we possibly have one that's gonna be retiring at some point.
yeah. If you can get quality.
Whatever you guys
people,
think.
get 'em.
Well, I'd hate to not hire somebody because they were too good at what they do.
Exactly.
yeah,
But even with that said, you know, we just really gotta be conscious of our budget.
right, oh, definitely.
And I know you are, but yeah, I'm all for hiring the best if we can.
Biggest thing, like you said, this opportunity don't come along very often on them.
You don't necessarily know, you just wanna be prepared to
Right,
offer.
yeah.
So we have a couple of paramedics, so that if there's an outflow from another unfortunate location because of their issues, that might bring qualified individuals our way, so.
And that's the difference, like me, I mean, I can work on you and do the basic stuff, but I can't push any drugs, where a paramedic, if you have a heart attack or something, they can do it all.
Well, if we need to make a motion, I'll make a motion to approve that.
I'll second it.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Just, is it just for one additional, just so I understand and I write it down right, so.
This will
or
give
is it
him the
any-
opportunity for the one additional,
Okay,
which will put you at,
That'll put us at 8.
At 8.
Technically, yeah.
I just wanna make sure.
and that should be good
Yeah,
to
we
get
think
through
it
this
could be a
year.
case
and
by
then-
case thing, like
then-
I said, hopefully,
We're just filling a position, we're not
Yeah.
increasing the
Right.
staff.
right, yeah.
Right.
Just,
It's just basically the level of,
The level of what the technician is,
Um,
from tech to paramedic.
there may be pick times in the future, I just haven't been made quite aware yet, so.
It's like somebody that can change your oil or somebody that can rebuild your engine, right? I'm one mechanic.
so are firemen just required to be EMTs, or are they?
You can either be EMT, but most of us are all EMRs, emergency medical responders, so there's a lot we can do, but just going back to that, there's things that we can't do that an EMT can do, there's things that we can't do that a paramedic can do. But we can do the initial life-saving, get them secured, get, wounds, get, all that stuff. And get them stabilized until paramedics and EMTs get there.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have been on where you wish you had,
There's a lot
Oh, yeah.
of
So-
stuff we've seen
and
and
that's not the time to be wishing for it, so,
Yeah.
yep.
And that's what we're here for, just take care of people, so I'm good with it.
The carpet and dispatch is done, it looks much better, it looks very much
did a nice
surprising.
job.
Went down really well, he was able to get it done in one day. The doors at the annex are complete, the remaining phases that we were gonna do as far as putting in a walk-through door, we're gonna wait till it's not quite as cold. But looks good, that'll definitely help our space. And then I've got one more planning thing that I don't know if they talked about it, or if there was an opportunity to view anything at the conference. And I think Sean, you may be aware of this from West Lafayette. So with the state radio system that we have, eventually the radios that we have will be phased out. The radios that we consider new compared to the APX 2500 that a lot of people carry. The APX series radios that I consider a new radio are going to, in the next 3 years, actually they're no longer supported now for software technology.
right.
In the next 3 years, they won't support them for parts. And so you'll have to find used parts off of internet, or if somebody just happens to have them. And so that's going to be a big issue in the next 3 years if they do the radio phases upgrade to the state system. That will be very costly to everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a police department, fire department, or EMS, the jail. And so that's one concern that we have to start looking towards. It's not there's no cheap way around it, unfortunately. It's technology, and if it says public safety, they double the price on it. And so I would like to work with you guys to start planning on phasing out. However we can do that financially. I know with Senate Bill 1 in the next 3 years, there's a lot of changes that are gonna be taking place. And so what that looks like, whatever grants we can try to find, I would assume the grants that we put in for, which one did include radios, everything's delayed. They're saying we won't hear anything till after the first of the year because the federal shutdown. So that's where all the money comes from. So if it's a surprise before then, it's a Christmas present. That's what I would gather. With the new radios is better technology. A lot of the radios connect to LTE, which give us the backup. So if the radio side does not work, it will go through a cell phone system, and it's surprisingly pretty cheap annually per radio to do that. That is the one cheap thing on it. And so, the first quote that we've got, compatibility wise, we're looking at for 6 radios, which is the N50, which is comparable to the APX 6000, which a lot of fire departments do carry, are roughly $27,000, just under $28,000 for 6 radios.
But what about is that your mobiles in your trucks, or is that your handhelds?
That's just handheld, so.
Well, we're still gonna have to do something with mobiles too.
Definitely, yeah. So there's a concern we're looking at just for our purposes, when 2500s go out of service, we're looking at 36 radios just in that aspect.
Yeah, this is hitting us countywide, this is hitting every fire department,
So is that something that just needs to be, we need to start planning in the budget?
we're gonna need to start planning for it for our side, and then I will probably about guarantee you, depending on what our area fire departments can do, they're probably gonna be looking for help on funding too, would be my guess.
So, years ago, when the 800 system went in, the state did fund a lot of the radios
They did.
initially.
Yeah,
And I know the county also bought the first big round, and that was probably, I don't know what year that was, before my time. I came in 2009, so it was
we'll see,
well before that, so.
2004, 2005, I think, somewhere in there.
And so, radio grants are definitely hard to get, because it doesn't fall really high on the
Priority
the
list.
priority list, so. I've tried for 5 years in a row to try to get one, there's not been really too many people, emergency management wise, have been able to get them. Maybe we will, you never know. And so planning wise, it's something that, we can get a lot of quotes. Motorola and Kinland seem to be the best options for us compared to others out there, and so my goal would be to diversify into having both types. If you guys would approve it, I would like to buy the 6 of the N50 radios, and use the 8108 funds that we've got, just to get the process started, and that would give us 6, that would replace 6 APX 2500s, and we could shuffle those down. But that just starts the process. If I figure over the next 3 years, we're able to do 6 radios a year, or whatever we can come up with funding for, on the county side for the county radios, we would at least have that process started and have 2/3 or half of our fleet, if we did portables and then mobiles, as we went, that would help, and so.
The systems, they work together, it's not like they're flipping to a new system where these old ones are not gonna work, we're just trying to get in front of servicing these.
Part of both, like the APX, you have your radio on?
No, it's
The XDS 2500 will completely, like, it works on the system, but I would assume if they move forward, the timeline's around 2028, maybe it'll get pushed back, I hope it does.
They're pretty much gonna phase them out, right?
They're done now.
And when
They
you
just
say
have-
phase out, servicing that radio?
That radio then won't be compatible with,
Okay, it's going like another frequency.
yeah, you won't be able to,
There's about 100 XDS 2500 radios in the county, and those we can't get parts for, and they don't do software service on, so.
yeah.
How often do you have to get parts for them or service done?
It's not real often. I mean, I would say, I don't know, it's not often. We were lucky a few years to do a refurbish a bunch of them before they decided to do this. Like, we're lucky that Raycom, before they got bought up, just happened to have parts. And that's becoming less and less available. And so that's the biggest concern with a huge amount of our population, our fire departments and us. We do have 2500s because that was the best radio at the time
It was.
to get. It still is a good radio, it's just they won't.
So that 28's when you think that we're gonna be switching
Right, it's-
away from, they won't even talk to each other.
Yeah, they just won't work on the system with the phase upgrade, so it's all a technology thing. I'm sure you've heard about it at work enough. It's just I've been putting it off a little bit, hoping that this date would keep getting pushed back, but they keep putting things out that they're gonna move forward with the program. The IPSC program is all supported by a separate tax, not affected by Senate Bill 1. I'm sure some things about it will be, but the radio system is designed to keep going no matter what happens to external taxes that affect state and local government, so. And so, I don't know, it's just an idea to go ahead and start that process. The step down on radios below that don't do encryption, and so without the encryption, we can't have the secure channel for law enforcement. When they do start looking at that, so. The 8108 is a standalone fund, it doesn't, it basically is essentially grant funding that we get in.
Where are we sitting out on that?
I don't remember, before the door project, it was,
What was it?
8108.
something, it was over 100,000, so. At least I remember correctly, so. Started with yesterday, but we have some things that didn't get plugged in right in dispatch, I'm not gonna have to look, so.
Hey Jason, have you heard about the grant initiative that's make rural Indiana healthy again, regional grants?
Yeah, is it the one that's from the State Department of Health with EMS and
Yes.
Public Safety? Yeah.
Okay.
We guys sat through a class at the conference about that, so
Okay,
yeah.
just wanted to
I'm
make sure
hoping
it's on
that
your
comes
radar.
out with more information, it'll be more friendly to everybody, so. But, so yeah, we're hoping, cross your fingers.
Yep.
So,
Are you guys able to talk to other counties? Cause I know for a while down our way, we couldn't talk to Tippecanoe. It was a.
That's probably just a programming thing there,
Yeah.
I think.
yeah,
Yeah, we're turning in where we can talk to Newton, Jasper, Tippy, Warren. Well, now Kellen even went 800 finally, so that we can communicate with them on the fire side.
is that I can't, I don't have the door, I don't know if you have, is it accessible for you? I think before the door project, there was 130,000-ish in there, so.
And what fund's that one?
That's the local emergency management funds, it's basically a grant, kind of it's our own, I wouldn't call it a home rule fund, but it's our fund that we, put grant funds in, so. Like our, either EMPG grant fund, that's usually what goes into it now. That's an average of 32,000 a year, so. That goes into it.
So it always has something coming back into it.
Most generally, yeah, my concerns down the road are for the EPG funds of the federal government. I don't foresee that changing, but they always talk about that, that's probably always one of the ones that's, it's easy for them to change, to say we're not gonna give state and local governments that funding, so. But other than that, for radio thing, there's nothing, last thing, thanks for feeding the crew. The other night, they
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Well,
They've, County Highway's done a good job, really good job of,
yeah, like we're all three of us are super happy with it.
it's nice to be able to call and get quick results when they need something, so.
Yeah.
They never say no, they always say, well, let's give it a try.
Well, you and Mike work well together, and that's what makes it all go right, make sure everybody's taken care of.
Nothing critical during the last rounds of, ice and snow, just about lost an Earl Park fire truck, but they were luckily
Yeah,
kept from avoiding that, so.
big truck decided he wasn't gonna stop, he was just gonna go right on through that scene and just about took our rescue out and, a couple of our people.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when the deputy got to him on the other side of it, I don't think it went so well for him.
Yeah.
My part wasn't very nice either.
Yeah.
But I don't think he understood what I was saying either, so unfortunately, so.
Have a California driver's license.
quite possible.
Uh-huh.
So. But. So, don't forget the RSVP for the 13th.
What was the date on that again?
13th.
Yeah, 13.
You said 8108,
Yeah.
that's not fine.
8104.
Is it for LEPC?
Are you gonna have to call in from your mission trip? That's,
Can I call in for the party?
he's gonna be calling.
I think
We're gonna walk around with him on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Hey, John's here.
I'll turn it
He'll be
She's
sitting
in
at
there
the
now. I'll
pole.
have her
It's
look
either
at it.
8108 or 8104.
No, 8108 is not one. 8104 is the LEPC.
We can get a TV monitor up there that I can just be on so people can wave to.
First time you did that when you were talking about your mission trips, and I get a picture of you by the, oh
Is
my
it it's
God,
not
mission
a
trips.
grant fund, or is it?
It's, I don't remember, the label on it was local.
I'm gonna do a better job on that mute button. I was
Yeah,
unclear on how that was
sure.
working.
Sure.
You're like, hey, I don't know.
It keeps the humor going.
CPS has got it printed out. So I can go down there. It's the one that's, I can find it if they wanna move on, they can come back.
I'm gonna say you can have, if you wanna run down there, Kelsey has it pulled up and she can show you the list
Okay,
of funds. And then
I'll
you can
probably
come
be out of
back.
the way and go on and.
Okay,
Alright, okay, thank you.
alright.
I'll go see what that says in it.
Listen, attention.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Been busy? You're always busy.
I forgot to send this to you, but it's just what we're talking about today.
Thank you.
It's not an actual contract or anything, I'm sure I'll have a contract.
This is what you sent us
Yeah,
yesterday, right?
this is what I sent you, I just didn't know if you all had time to read it.
I did.
I made a copy. And then I made a copy of the Indian landmarks that I get the feeling that we don't wanna go that way, but we can discuss it.
Yeah, I don't necessarily, although it sounds like he already knows, but I don't wanna bring him in and then have what he did last time.
So just to fill you in, I'm here to ask for funds from the Economic Development Fund to do a study on the Benton County home to see whether it's viable to use as an adult workforce training facility, and then to see if the land around it can be utilized for some of the ag components to like a CDL track and a garage to store ag equipment to be able to do some of the training. The quote is with 3i Design. That was intentional that we chose somebody outside of this area because this is to assess whether or not this is a useful space so that we can apply for an EDA grant. The EDA grant is anywhere from 2 million to 20 million. Whoever we use for this initial phase cannot bid for the job. And so we intentionally chose somebody that's outside of the area so that our locals can bid on the big job if we get the grant.
So when they're doing their inspection or design or whatever, we're looking at the two different things. Is there gonna be, that open the door to other things too, or just these two? And on the CDL part, would they, I don't wanna screw up a bunch of space out there that we can't utilize.
This is not connected to the EDA grant, so if we decide to do something completely different, this is still a study for our use. You know,
But these guys are gonna be specific to just these two?
they're gonna give us some general information,
Okay.
you know, like whether or not it's even usable in any way, shape, or form. So like you were talking about like the drainage and things like that, like they're gonna give us information about that, whether or not we can even build what we wanna build on that land, whether
Okay.
it's possible. And then the biggest thing is they're gonna give us costs for getting infrastructure there. and
Which is
whether-
what you would use on the grant side.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
And on that grant, that was a 20%?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
So then to bring up the Indiana landmarks, we were looking for other grants that could potentially offset the cost of this, and so that's where we found the Indiana landmarks. They said they were willing to work with us, but the maximum amount is $4,000 for the grant, so it would only offset that cost by $4,000. And it comes with a little bit more red tape. We might not even be able to use this company because they would look for somebody that's more familiar with historical landmark buildings, to see whether or not it could be restored. They wouldn't be looking for a tear down, you know.
Which is what this company is gonna do, they're gonna tell us whether.
They're gonna tell us either way. So it's a little bit stickier. The other thing is that we're kind of, because of the government shutdown, we're kind of pushing the line on getting this application into EDA. To apply with Indiana Landmarks, it's gonna push things out, if we have to look for a different company to go with, and push the date out, so we're just pushing the timeline out a little bit longer.
I don't really wanna deal with them.
I don't wanna be
I don't
tied
know
to
if
them.
it's worth the juice is gonna be worth the squeeze with all the extra stuff, so I'd say no.
Nope, they proved themselves on their first go round. So I'd say we move forward the other direction.
I agree.
Okay.
Do we need a motion?
To approve this, right?
Yeah.
We'll make a motion to choose 3 design, engineering and architecture.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Any other questions, concerns?
I don't think so, appreciate what you're doing.
That's all I have today.
You got plenty of time, what else? Got something.
We did have a good meeting yesterday on, the Ready 2 applications that are going through. We've had some private investors pull out or be hesitant, let's put it that way, about participating in this grant opportunity, and we have to have a 3-to-1 match for private investors, which means like builders, developers, you know, people that want to build homes in Benton County and in Warren County, because this is a joint grant application. And so we were concerned about whether or not we were going to lose that grant funding because of the private match. Yesterday was a really good meeting. We met with Curbseat, Commonwealth, Greater Lafayette Commerce, Warren County, and Benton County. And the region, because it's a regional application, a lot of the other applicants in the region don't have as much public match as we do, and we have a lot of public match. So there's a possibility that we can use some of their private match and they'll use some of our private public match, and then this application could still go forward. So even though we don't have the private investment on paper right now, it's possible that the whole region will help with this because it is a regional match situation. So that was promising. We thought that the application was going to be done in the water. No pun intended, since it's a water project. But it looks like it might go forward. It's looking promising. So. And then, did you get my email about the webinar that I attended on behalf of you guys, the KKT water design?
Yeah, well, that one's gonna be, I went through that, and this has been something that's been kinda under conversation for a long time. Through our part, through here on that Sugar Creek, what water is available is just, it's minimal. I mean, our water resources, well-wise, are good through that area. But as far as pulling from, we've had people over time that's had irrigation in them and they've shut them off because there's not enough flow to even carry the irrigation through the prime time of the season. A lot of it, is due to our, what we get in rainfall in a year's time. So I don't know how far that's gonna go, what they'll even really mess much with us on that because of what what more they're sitting on up above. And I know why we're attached, because we're a feeder into it. And unless we get some kind of a big monsoon over here, like 5, 6, 7 inches at one time, that's the only time it ever affects them over there, and that's when Watsika floods, because they end up with all the water. But you can go down along that creek. I mean, I live on it in any given time, and it's just, so I don't know how much. I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to be involved, but what I'm saying is I don't know how much will be a benefit to them.
I
So,
think it was more about what is coming
yeah,
and how much it's gonna affect our water,
yeah.
so.
And we're already at a
And we
minimum
don't
on
know,
it.
yeah, we're already at a minimum, so.
Yeah, so, but no, I did read through it, and thank you very much. One other thing while you're here, I was talking to Jason yesterday or the day before. So the town of Fowler did a deal where small business, plans for, to help them along. I brought this up to you guys. One of them is the Fowler Bowling Center is looking to put in the digital boards. And they, started a fundraiser deal at the bank. I believe the town of Fowler, Jason, gave 5,000.
Yeah, we gave nine awardees $5,000 apiece.
Okay. So that's, I mean, we've given to the senior center. I know we've helped the theater before. That's one of them I've been asked about, is if we would look through our funds, which we have set aside to do this to help small business through you, is to come up with a number, if you guys are in agreement with them, to help the funding of that.
How much money do we have in that fund? I was dragging to get a herb bath, so.
It should be a
I
little,
do not know.
should be a
You're talking
little over
about
a million.
economic
Yeah,
development?
It's over $1 million.
The only amounts I've taken out of it is the $1,000 for signage for small businesses.
Or stone or something like
Or
that,
stone,
we've
or,
done
yeah.
small stuff,
It's normally
Yeah.
around $1,000.
1,000 or a couple grand here or there, whatever.
And so is that in the CD or something, or where's that money sitting?
No, it's in a budget line.
It's in the same checking account that all of
Yeah,
So,
So-
but it's, money's just sitting there.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and that's what we use, and that's for her department, it's for our businesses in the county, and to bring business in and to help small businesses.
And that's also what we
Yeah.
would use as match, so if
Yeah.
we did get a grant that's for economic development, so it would be used for match.
And maybe I'm not following, so I'm all for what we're talking about, I just wanna clarify where the money is. So the money's just sitting in a checking account, we don't have that kind of money invested, or can we not invest it?
I don't
Cause I mean,
know,
all that kind of
we
money,
have,
for
just
what,
the interest would take care of that.
right, but for what we're doing with it, I don't know if you invest it, and then is what we're using out through the year, I don't know how often, do you
How
go in?
liquid it is,
Yeah.
you can put it in
Pull
things that'd be in and out in a week. But that could be another
Well,
discussion.
that's something we need to look into if that's the case, and I'm fine with that, but that's why that money's there.
I just don't wanna see money sitting there where it could be.
so when it's broke out in funds, like, for example, the economic development, it's not broke out like that at the bank. All the money
just
is
is
in one
one
checking
pool.
account aside from GovMed, and I think our SWEEP account is a different account too. And then whatever we have invested, that Nicole takes care of. But like our funds that we use regularly, it's all one checking account. It's just broke out in our financial software budgeted by department.
Okay. Does the bank give us a better interest rate for that kind of amount sitting?
You'd have to ask Nicole, I don't know that
I'll
side
have
of
to go
it.
through her.
Okay.
My only concern about what you're talking about is the difference between nonprofits and businesses. And so, like when you mentioned Fowler Theater and the community center, those are nonprofits.
Right, I understand that.
If we get into, businesses, you're gonna have more businesses coming with more
And that's
requests.
fine, and that's what we're here for.
And that is fine. I
Right.
just wanted you to,
No, I understand.
So we probably need to have some rules or you know, because, yeah, the next meeting, there's gonna be a
Yeah.
line of people.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, we're the ones that decide, and it's on an as-needed, and I mean, they've showed, that's the only reason I'm bringing it up, because they've showed, and they're showing what they're doing to gain, to get to this. You know, he's put a ton of money into that business since he's taken it over, and, he's steered a lot towards the kids of the county and bringing them in, and, you know, the stuff they do with them. So, to me, he's proven that he's wanting to, you know, build this up and,
We don't
We'll
really do it
make
as
something out of
business startup, you know, like the way I explain it to businesses when they come to me for it, it's whatever it takes to get their doors open.
right,
So a lot of times we use those, like we, got the coolers for
yeah,
the,
for the 100, right,
you know, to get the doors open, so.
yeah.
So it just depends on whether or not we've already done economic support for him when he opened, which I don't know. That
To
was
my
before
knowledge,
me.
no,
That was before me, so
yeah,
I
to my
don't,
knowledge, no.
I don't know, but.
From looking back and what conversations I've had, nothing has been done for him up
But
to
yeah,
this
I'm
point.
not against anything that's economic development.
So, I guess we just need to, what you guys think would be a fair amount, you know, like with what,
What's the total cost of the,
the total cost overall to completely put all new digital in is 60 grand. All new digital boards, scoreboards for the lanes. They said that's one of the biggest things he's seen that's an issue is the way the children are taught these days.
Because mathing is hard.
Yeah. So
Have you
unless it's,
seen how they teach math nowadays?
yeah, I know, it's really
why.
disturbing, so. So this is one of the things he's doing to, and it'll draw more people in if they know that those are there, which is the sad part is they're gonna come if they have that style that they don't have to think or worry about it, it's there and then they can play. So,
I wish he'd get on the marketplace. I told him about one in Illinois that closed down and had all that stuff. That's a hell of a saving.
it just worries me about going private, that we're just not, I understand it's our decision, but that we're setting ourselves up for multiple arguments. I mean, Mike may want a new bulldozer, he's done a lot for the community, so what's the difference, and let's give him something. I'm not going to though.
I'm all for that.
yeah, guess what discussion you're having after the meeting?
I just don't wanna set a precedent. I'm all
No.
for helping,
And this is something the previous commissioners have done too, they were very adamant about.
they've done that before.
Yes,
All right.
I mean, they've all, you know, look what we've done for the Oxford Country Club, look what we've done, I mean, there's, you know, Town of Otterman, they've helped on multiple things with you guys. Boswell, they've funded, you know, there's a lot, those funds they've used over these years.
And I wanna
to-
use the funds if it's sitting there.
Yeah.
I think we need to
Right.
make sure that we've got some rules established of,
Yeah,
you know, that they actually qualify.
and the public's aware of it just because of what, in the past, you know, what money's been used throughout the county to help these businesses and sustain them and keep them here. It's just whether they cut, you know, whether they approach us or not, and he did, so.
Well, I have the authority to authorize $1,000, so I'll recommend $1,000 and then you guys can up me from there if you want.
I'd at least to match what
What the town did.
the town did. I think that would only be fair, and that's my.
Is that something that we would, so we're gonna sign off, here it is, but if he doesn't, you know, that doesn't get him to 60. So if he does.
He
then
said
it-
one way or another, even though what he doesn't take in from outside, he's still moving forward with the
Okay,
project.
so he is doing it.
It's not going to happen, so. He said he has to enable to keep that going up there, but this is a situation where he's seeing, you know, what the public will help to do this, and that's why Fowler stepped up, and there's been other agencies, Fowler State Bank, I think, stepping up and putting money into and helping them up, they opened that account up there, and so there's other outside people that are wanting to help get this going for him. So, Huh? What? Feels nice in here.
She trying to heat up.
Working on
Go walk out box on that thing.
it. Easy.
Where all the money gets spent.
Which, that's, thinking about that, when we get done here, we need to go, I'll go out there to county home. Cause we're 19 degrees or less, might be a good thing to go check to make sure that,
Okay.
Rita was out there yesterday all day.
was she? Okay, then it's working. I just gotta figure out how to break into the annex. Or the village, whatever.
Out the
Here's the village. Alright, what's you guys' thoughts?
I'm good with matching Fowler.
I'm good for it, but I think we'll have 4 people in here next month.
Well, Mike hasn't left yet,
Yeah.
and he's gonna be way more than $5,000.
He's gonna be really disappointed. No, I mean, that's what it's there for, so.
And, well, then it's a case by case situation, and that's how the previous committee, I've talked with them, I mean, it's all in how they dealt with it too, I mean, they have to prove why they need the money. It's not just, we just hand it out, hey, I need this, you just don't hand it out, I mean, you have to, there's a reason that you do it. And I've had enough conversations with Dustin that he has proven that he's, you know, that business is worthy of getting.
It's not doing any good just sitting in the account.
No. Alright, I'll make a motion to give,
Excuse me?
Remembrance for future matches for grants.
and it is too, yeah.
There's a purpose, it's doing that.
Okay.
It's being held.
I'll make a motion to provide the Fowler Bowling Center for its new scoreboards, $5,000.
I'll second that.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. You good with us? Okay,
Thank you
yes,
for all you do.
yes,
You were a topic of discussion
down there.
from time to time down
Quit
there.
talking.
Yeah, very positive.
Oh, I wanna know, I wanna know.
Yeah, it was good.
Sometimes, yeah, I don't wanna know.
No, it's all good, so we appreciate you.
Yeah.
And I appreciate all of you, thank you.
Jason, did you find something out for us?
Yeah, I'm dyslexic, I think. I've had phone numbers backwards. A lot of our funds are in the 8,000. This is actually in the 4,100 area. 4108 has 114,541.
Yeah, I wonder you were really shocked when I said 4,000. How much did you say?
They took our money. The council's good at that.
And the total's 20,
27,008, just under 28,000.
The only thing that I'm thinking about on that, and the prices of everything, it's not going down, it's gonna go up,
Yeah.
obviously. Right. But I hate to pull out something good that's working and replace it. And then maybe if they extend it, maybe they won't, they extend it to, all right, now we're going to 2030 or 2035. But now we're not even doing this other system, we're going to stop, you know.
then they will, what they did, that's what they did to us in 2002,
The P25 update.
3, yeah, they just, yeah.
And so it just worried me that, okay, we're all geared up, here we're going, and then everything switches, well, everything you just did was.
Well, the worst
Gotta
part of
jump.
it is electronics, it's gonna get phased out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you gotta plan for it, because you know it is coming.
that's 27,948. I texted Matt, just to give you an idea of long-term cost. We have 117 portables. To do the N50 radio would be $544,000. So 35 movables on the county side that would need to be updated. Long-term planning, I would say long-term, would be 166,000, 711,000 to do the system on our side. So just long-term.
Yeah.
And we've known, well, I don't wanna say we've known that this change is coming, we just got past the P25 hurdle, which was, we lost, I don't know, 30 radios probably because of that. And so, some of them just don't have the capability, and so, that was one of the most expensive parts that, it's crazy, so.
Your readers.
But the early coming up cost, and I had Matt throw all this together. We're looking at different agencies and usages, EMS and EMA. The mobiles, which will eventually obviously be a priority, that's $38,000. And that's the N70 mobile, so. I think planning wise, if we do, like, if we can do these 6 and then look at wherever we can pull 6 from next year, we've got the process started and basically just trims down. We'll get rid of the oldest XCS 2500 radios. And then just start phasing the APX stuff down. Not all the APX radios that we have that I consider new will even be able to be used. That's the terrible thing about this. It's, I understand why they're doing it, but the local impact is gonna be really, really massive, I think, so, unfortunately.
What was the total we got to on doing all of it? We had $1 million,
700 something.
We got 711.
and that was for all of them. Well,
Yeah, 711,000. That included 35 mobiles and 117 portables. So.
And on that number, when we're talking about, we talking county-wide sheriff, everything, we're not just talking to you.
That's all county agencies, yeah. Of what I know, we know that the sheriff has, and he's done some phase outs with the new Kenwood. So
That includes like fire departments too.
that's just county agencies.
That's just
That's-
county.
On the fire department, you're looking at probably another, mobile wise.
But they need to, I guess, is.
Yes, they'll have to, yeah. So you're looking at another 30 mobiles and probably maybe 50 or 60 radios on just with the fire department.
So that'll be from everybody else's budget or fundraiser.
Well, yeah, townships and county budgets will have to. I know, like Fowler Fire has started doing 2 or 3 radios a year just to avoid getting hit with a huge amount, but not everybody has a budget to do that either, so. So that's, combine that with the Sentinel one thing. The cost of everything else is hard for a lot of people to do, so. So, I just thought I would bring that up now. It's completely up to you guys. I agree, things we have are working fine, but it's something that, and the other reason why I bring it up is that is including a deal. We're trading in, and that's my fault. I got to absorb the numbers, we're trading in old XDS 2500s, they're giving us $900 for them. So they're not worth anything, so that's including the $900 trade-in on the radios. So they're just running a deal towards the end of the year, because they know that it's end of budget year, and they're trying to obviously start people on the path of replacing things, so.
I guess right now, we're gonna have to do some digging and see what we need to do to move forward.
Okay. That's why I'm taking hold off on the 4108 purchase that. Like I said, the only reason I'm bringing it up is because of the trade-in and.
What do you guys think?
Whatever that would be. That's
I mean, is it something you
$5,000.
could be banking money for, saving it in that account, or?
I mean, yeah, if we don't use it, it'll stay in that account unless something crazy comes up cost-wise that we need it for. If the trade-in amounts, it's about it's 5,400 that we're saving on the 6 radios, so. That's the other, I failed to mention that earlier, sorry.
Oh, so there's a discount on it.
Yeah, they're giving us a $900 trade-in on each radio, so.
On these specific.
Yeah.
So we're looking, what was the number, 26 or 28?
Shy of
27.
27.9.
Will they run that deal again after the first of the year? Maybe, but that's just their end of year promotion.
What are they gonna do with the boat anchor?
They're gonna grind them up probably or send them to other
Countries.
countries. So, at one time, Raycom had a parts warehouse room that was overflowing of old XTS radios. Because they were servicing us, Tippecanoe County, Carroll County, Warren County. You know, they had a thing going, but they're running out of parts, so probably just send them on, so. I can get more information,
What's your end date on what they quoted you? When does that run out?
12/31, it's just in a year, so we can talk about it the next
So we
meeting.
can make it to the next meeting, get everything figured out.
Okay. I'll send you more
I just like
information.
to see if we can get that in the budget, but I guess if the money's sitting there on the other
Yeah.
side of it, but yeah, let's table it and.
What fund is that? The name of it?
4108, it's local emergency management.
Is that grant money or?
It's grant money is where we put
So,
them,
I
so.
mean, it's his money, he can use how he wants, so.
I'm definitely fine waiting, I just wanna get the idea going, we revisit it at the next meeting.
But there's only 14,148 in that account.
114,000.
Oh, I
Some money
missed
is
it.
there.
114.
Oh, I missed it.
156.
Carry the one.
That's why I've been sitting here not wanting to say much, cause I missed a,
So, that's fine.
move that decimal point over one.
Wish we could do that always, but
My bad.
So,
yeah, it's there.
Well, if that's the case, then
Yeah.
might as well move forward.
it'll give us 6, it'll rotate radios down, it's really good technology. And we can look at diversifying with at least Kenwood also, just to see, what we can do and cost impact wise. I'll get more information to you guys, so.
Yeah.
Also,
I'll make a motion then, move forward with the purchase of the 6.
I'll second it.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried.
alright,
Thank you, Jason.
thank you.
One last thing before we end this meeting. Huh? Oh, we do, don't we? Never mind, we'll close the commissioners meeting at this time at 9:31.
Hi, Sam.
You have,
Yeah.
you have your other copy of the money, so. Basically give these to,
No, they don't have it.
all right, thanks, Colin.
Thank you, Colin, appreciate it. Let's move it.
Just have this one, Mike's been.
I didn't tell you right if you want to go. I don't.
You're not going?
I know.
Yeah.
If I go, I'm
Phases.
It's a very short run.
I've heard that
And it's
actually.
on top of the peak.
I've heard that if the wind's too strong, they close it down, it's hard to fly out of there. I think Brian Barry's been there before too. I didn't know Brian used to be a skier.
Oh, yeah.
You got the form and shape for it.
Did.
I know we used to talk about that all the time.
Is that one?
Yep.
One quick thing, anything on Main Street?
Next with those, and we'll give those to Troy and
So.
That's probably a Bill question.
I seen her, you guys.
yeah, we'll give that to Troy. They've already seen them electronically, both,
That's good, I'll get that.
so that they can review them.
See you later.
Just for,
Good luck with the doses.
Uh,
I have an extra.
I'll leave it at that. This is what you sent out in the email last night, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright.
alright, you want my motion to open the meeting?
yeah, make a motion on the drainage board meeting.
Alright, Troy and Derek, would you guys wanna come up, please? sent everything to you guys electronically, but those are the paper copies.
Have you guys looked through that? You seen the difference? And so what we were thinking is, do we need to go through and read the amounts, or?
Well, we read them we can if you want.
I think when we did it, we only did the original, or the total.
The total, so yeah, if you want to read the.
So we were talking about maybe splitting it up the way we had it bid. So the total. So on phase one, Dwinger was $399, $472. And, Like Dirt was $298, $770. So I was in favor of probably giving the main one to Like. And then on the other two, it was the other direction to where, Mike was cheaper. And so that we would give Dwinger phase 2 and 3. Sounds good. So make a motion to approve that, to give Like Dirt the phase 1 at $298,770, and then to give Dwinger phase 2 and 3. Phase 2 would be $126,700. No, wait, no, wrong one. Phase 2 would be $101,260, and 3 would be $117,550. Can I get a second? A second. Okay, motion carried. Okay. Good job, guys. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you guys.
Cut out for politics, I love it.
Appreciate that.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Make a motion to, I guess, to approve our minutes from last month.
Second.
Is there anything else we need?
She has one thing in here when she over some of the policy that I was reading through last night, that saying we need to go back to the bids. They need to still be turned in at the auditor's office.
Okay.
That way it's neutral position. That's the only thing I've seen in there
On that checkoff list.
on that checkoff list.
We're gonna include that list with the bid packets, so they know exactly what
Okay.
is supposed to be included.
Okay.
I'll make that change and then you guys can sign it next meeting.
Okay. I guess my next one, what's on the approval of claims, what's the issue?
We got an email from Kelsey asking if we could put approved at meetings with the date on the claims that were over 1,000. And we've always asked for approval with, like regular office claims, but we've never done it with drainage board. Are you guys wanting
Is that due to something that's changed in the SBOA?
that? I don't know.
That may be a question we can find out, so then maybe that's a change that's been done and she didn't explain that? So
She said just so she didn't have to ask Beth every time, and I didn't
I
realize.
mean, Beth sits right next to her, she can just turn around and say, can I do this? So, but I would follow up with that, because that's what I read into that, when you put that on there, was maybe there's been a change that their office is aware of, but we're not.
Okay.
Okay, is that it then?
Oh, meeting dates
Oh,
for next year.
which will still fall in with
The
the
commissioners.
commissioners'
Yep.
meetings. December.
Yeah, that probably doesn't work, does it, before?
I think that's what,
Have to look.
where's my list? I thought that's what Beth had. I
No,
went
that's a
off of
Friday,
theirs.
so it does work.
Yep, that will work. November the 5th. Why is that one on? When is that one on? Thursday.
I think for holiday.
Is that election?
Be election.
Be election.
Veterans be 11.
Tuesday, the 3rd would be election day.
Yep, that's right. And then May 7th. Is that because of Memorial Day?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have been on the 5th.
Okay. Alright. I'm good with it, Jones.
Yep, all right, I'll make a motion to approve the dates for next year's meetings.
Second that.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
How many sheets you want signed?
A bunch. Here's the minutes. I'm gonna look at these big packets, 'cause I think there's something in here you guys have to sign.
Hi, Rita.
Hey, Rita.
Hi. Hi.
How are you?
Good. Can I update you? I mean, it's not like a, big old thing, I just wanted to update you.
Yeah, no, please do.
I have gotten as much as I can to EMS. The nurse, I still have to get her stuff. I'm sure she's not running a mass anytime soon. And Liz, tomorrow I have people coming at 10 for dressers and
So do we need to be in the village part, the other building then?
I wanna go through that before I get people in there. You know what I mean? Cause I wanna get all
So we've got
knocked out first,
Okay.
cause that's gonna take a little bit
2 and 3.
to get through it. But for in-house stuff, I got people coming out tomorrow. So I
Is
got
it-
some people in town that could use some stuff.
Has it been plowed out?
It has, I can talk to Mike.
Okay.
Also, as far as the billing for stuff out there, like cable, I'll check with her on if it's closed or not, because they don't need it and they need to come get their stuff. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Also, water, which is Culligan out there, I'll check with her on that too, cause it's off, so they might as well come get their stuff.
Well, do we own it, or do they own it?
They don't.
Okay, cause a lot of
It's
times,
their,
you can buy that, yeah, but we
no,
can,
I don't think we did.
okay.
And, something, I'm sure of it. People keep asking about washers, dryers, I go, yeah.
I don't
I
know
said
what
they're
we're
gonna
gonna
figure,
do.
they'll
Well,
figure it
didn't
out.
you talk to the pastor at Ambius?
We
One
get it
set,
set to ambient.
one set's going there.
Yeah,
Um,
so I need to, I'm gonna go out there and.
Jason Fisher, maybe, looks for one for the fire department, maybe. But there's three sets.
And I thought
But a
you
lot of
were
people were
the
asking.
Earl Park,
Hmm,
the Earl Park one.
Deb
Fire
Parker.
department?
Yeah, Deb Parker.
Oh, Deb.
Deb, she'd said something about it in that meeting when we were at the
Well, that'd be
church.
three then.
Is there only 3? I thought there was 4.
There's 3 sets.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 3 sets.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm
And I
good with
give
that.
a lot of stuff to Senior Citizen Center because if somebody has a fire or something, they hook them up with a bunch of stuff. And the jail got stuff. and-
So you were out there yesterday?
Uh-huh.
Everything was warm?
Warm? No. No, it's not warm.
But
But for me, it's warm. For me, I'm good.
It's
Because
not
I had
frozen.
to take my sweatshirt off.
it was working. The heat was working.
When I go by, I feel them, and yes.
Okay.
So yes, it was going.
Did the stuff for the historical society get moved over there? Yeah.
I haven't, I need to talk to somebody from there.
Are we wanting to do 8 years? For
Because I have a really old,
On the inside.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I have a really old,
Pump organ.
I have the pump
The
organ,
wheelchair.
the wheelchair, and a
So it looks like 14.
Barber chair.
66
Yeah.
An
the
acre?
library chair.
Per acre.
What was Randy's?
Those ones that are sturdy library chairs.
23.
oh, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, we wanted those for the historical
Yeah, that-
society.
that
'cause
makes me
the
remember.
chairs
Oh.
that we have are not sturdy
And
and
those are-
stable for older people.
Those definitely are.
24,
So, I mean-
61 was Randy's original.
414 says
Because
there.
I'd like to switch out our old
Yeah.
antique ones that we have to those library chairs.
Okay.
Mike, do you
I
have
one
anything,
spoken
that-
for
any
for
questions?
years.
Okay.
Yeah.
About
absolutely.
Except for the
Try to get them all.
But yeah, I was gonna say, you brought the.
I'll talk to West Side Tractors.
About a quarter of it would help, about 60 grand would be, okay.
All right, but
No.
Once, now that everything's been done, out there at Jake Martin's, I know you spoke with him on those pine trees. I went out and seen him and I talked to John about it. If they're not hindering the actual down in the ditch, then I'm okay if those stay, and so is John. It's a wind block for the property, and,
It is, but they're also pretty old too. I don't know how long they're gonna last.
well, if, I can tell him if they start having a problem, they come down, he's gonna have to be the one to get them cleaned up.
Alright, we'll try to work around them.
Everything else can come out, everything else
Yeah,
is,
they need to. The pine tree's the only thing I even had a question about,
yeah,
because they are nice and I hate to take them out, but they're,
Yeah.
they're thinking about it later. I don't know what the life expectancy on those things are. They start, you may look at them a little closer, maybe get an arborist out there to look at them. They're gonna die within a couple of years, might as well take them out now and get them done, because the septic system goes right out there to the damn thing.
I know, and that was the other thing he was concerned about when he called me, cause he wasn't aware of it, cause he's not in the scope of the
Oh, yeah, I
project,
told
right?
him,
And-
when I showed up there, he had no idea.
No, and I never even thought about it, no, I don't think anybody thought about reaching out to him, just
In
cause
fact,
he
I told him I was
wasn't,
gonna get shot. I
yeah,
didn't know who lived there.
yeah, yeah, and he is
Oh, yeah, he's a
Jake's
great guy.
a good guy,
We talked about the fence back there too, he's gonna take it out, it's only a 2-wire. He's gonna take it out and put it outside the easements, let us get through there, and I told him, we're cleaning it all up, you can move your damn fence clear, I won't tell him to push it, but clear out there on the edge of the ditch. Cause if you got spray, you just get inside his corral there, spray it and go from there, so.
right,
I don't see a problem with any of it,
okay,
except for those pine trees.
right, well, other than that, you've got plenty of working room to go,
Some of his peach trees and pear trees may have to go, but I'm gonna try to work around them, as long as I get through there.
okay.
Some of them may have to work from the other side.
Well, I went clear down that's Sondergrath's field there on the west, isn't there, or what used to be,
I'm not sure who owns that.
damn it, Gary. Just passed away.
Yeah, I think Sonder does own that one.
That was their,
So, yeah.
that was their farm, and I drove that back through that, and I got out and I look up and I'm like, tree stands right there. Somebody had been back in there and pushed. Did you see that? Did you drive back in there?
I drove around the west side of it.
Somebody went back down in there with something and pushed a clearing open into that ditch.
I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, that's been in the last 3 weeks when I was out there,
Probably Danny.
so, okay. Yeah, that's the only thing I got on that part of it, just cause I'd had that conversation with him after you had talked to him, so.
are all the tables going to,
Over at the fairgrounds, so like
oh,
in the,
fairgrounds, okay.
in the
Big
the
white
village or whatever, any tables and
Yeah.
chairs and stuff like that, we're gonna take that over there, right?
Yeah, that'll be fine,
Tim went with me, so we tried to get as much as we could downstairs and stuff like that, but,
okay.
and we're gonna be out there tomorrow, so whoever's around, I'm gonna have them bring stuff down.
Did you ever find his weed eater?
There's 2 there, and, Darren's coming to get them today.
Okay,
Also, the trash, I'm assuming I'll get with her, but I'm assuming we're still paying them.
Yeah, we are.
Because
yeah,
It's still full. We put VHS tapes in there,
Oh,
it's
they
like
didn't?
2/3 full and it's still there, as of yesterday.
Well, that has to
They
be
didn't
like-
they didn't get ours at home either, in Normal Park. So I don't know what, could be some weather stuff, but
Yeah,
you still gotta pick up trash, right? You pay for it.
So January 1st, and then you gotta haul it, frost off.
yeah.
Yeah, so we got it pretty full now.
Okay, hopefully they get to it next week, if not, then we'll have to make, I mean, cause yeah, we're paying for it, but they may have got so used to,
No, they were there the week before,
oh, really?
Yep.
Then it's
and
probably,
it was probably empty that week, but
yeah,
I'll have her call them and say, yeah, it's full.
and it'll probably be full again.
It will be, yeah. Me and Tim got anything to do
Hey,
with it, it will be.
I gotta say, thank you so much for what you do out
Yes.
there.
We greatly appreciate it.
Yep. Got me a lot of office supplies, so my budget's gonna go farther.
Well, and that's the thing, there's plenty of stuff out there to be distributed for, you
Yes.
know, that's, so,
I think I will one of them desks too. Maybe, so
okay.
check mine out, but yeah,
I'm gonna get in an argument out of
Nope.
this.
yeah, right.
That's the biggest thing we gotta figure out is what
Yeah.
this study we're doing, is it, everybody's looked at to this point, it's like, it doesn't work for them.
I know everybody's like, what are you doing with it? I go, I don't know, I'm just
So-
cleaning it out.
It's the same response every time
That's
somebody
what I
goes
said, I
through
said,
it,
that's up to
think.
them, I'm just cleaning it, that's
We-
it.
We've got some,
Clearing,
we've got some good opportunities coming that,
good,
if it works, it works, if not, we'll have to do something around the outside of it, or.
yeah, my answer is I don't know. 'Cause I don't-
Yeah, we're open to suggestions if it would work, so. Okay, if we're done here, I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Got enough?
Aye.
Motion carried. Just kinda slow rolled that one.
Okay, now we just need Beth back to finish up, and then we can disappear. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
I didn't get this.
You have a wonderful weekend.
I didn't know if you
Dave?
guys wanted to barber there.
He's
but if you
homesick
think that's
today.
fine, it's old. We
I
used
was
it
homesick.
earlier in the
So
week.
you're passing it around the
Michelle was
office.
homesick last week.
It's been going around. Lisa, doing better?
I wasn't surprised when I got a message this morning.
Sounds
But
like
yeah,
crap.
If I can get,
I really think she needs to go get x-rays.
then I can do that, but oh, in that
I just
wheelchair.
Huh?
Like,
I just beer down.
Ow, I tried to call somebody.
I don't think that'll work for her.
But I don't know who got a.
Alright, thank you guys.
Thank you.
See you later.
Downstairs. No.
We still got that all
Yes, downstairs. Okay, that's what I thought. Cause, yeah. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You?
I played basketball with my brothers and tore my upper Achilles, so I've been in a boot for the last 10 days, and today's my first day with the boot off, my leg's still all black and blue, and it hurts like
It's
hell to
paper,
walk,
all this
but.
paper. It'll be on.
No, it's sad, because I'd love to tell you it was because I was making some great play,
But I
and
have a
I
lot.
collided with somebody, I caught the
It'll be
ball,
on,
pivoted,
it's on our server, so you'll be able to.
just doing nothing, I'm like, well,
Send
that's
it
why
to
I'm
you when
doing
I'm
35,
done.
playing
But
basketball with
it
one
goes
of
on what
kids.
wars they are.
That does happen. The mind is, the body does not catch up to it.
Yeah.
Only if I
Yeah.
get rid of social,
But,
social security.
And you said that was your ankle?
yeah,
But if
my,
somebody would
or
look
my
up for
upper
somebody,
Achilles,
or I
so
can,
like the
good,
calf,
that's
upper
fine.
calf muscle
We can
area.
do that, just.
I have to go for MRI to find out if I have to.
Or we'll have a copy that has that and maybe a
Actually,
copy
we're talking
that
about
doesn't have
Telluride
that
with
for
my
the,
ski
for
Telluride
the
last
line,
time.
online. Sure.
My,
I beat him up.
something on my knee, and I never went and had it diagnosed or fixed or anything, but it was pop, and I was done skiing,
Yeah, I had a good friend who, from Rensselaer, a guy by the name of Scott Malone, who, went out to Broken Ridge, and he was like, you know, we spent all this money to go out there, and then literally the second time down the mountain, tears both ACLs. And he was like, ended up in the hospital, and like, he was like, the whole trip was over in 20 minutes. Like, you know,
I don't have
you don't really ski for 4 days.
I don't really have a push.
We ski like,
Oh, that's
there's some
what I
people
was
that
asking
go,
there,
they
that's
don't
what I was
go out
planning.
till
chance I may-
So we don't need to move it if we do
we
the
go
jobs.
out there.
An office
Yeah.
there for
we
myself,
go in
for
our
the
car in
company,
the morning, and we
but I
ski
don't
till
know,
like
I I'll have to do that. where
You
I'm
guys
at.
are
Or they
fit,
still
man.
want-
Yeah, like we skied.
So we can go with this
like,
bid
there was
then?
one year when we skied.
It's still an open slate, so if there
My
was
brother
apartments in
Sam
there or
has
something
that
else, I
thing
could
with
raise
tracks,
it.
it was like, we skied like
So,
there,
that's what I want.
You don't do that on your phone?
I know, he's got something that he's waiting
Need to go
on,
with
he
those.
skied like
Yeah.
150 miles.
Get rid of the house.
So there's some cool apps that go all over, I can't remember what it's Epic.
So.
Yeah.
So it's on Epic, and it tracks how many
Then it was
vertical
you
feet.
said all that tile they put in years ago.
It's been a little bit since I've
Really
gone.
got a house, the yard for me, without any real.
we struggled.
or
We
anything
don't
like
Growing
that.
up, we was once in Michigan,
He goes,
and
"Rip
my
all that
brother
shit out,
Sam
and just put
got
that like
big
a
in
sealer."
skiing.
Problem that
He
we're
joined
having
the
is
Purdue
Wrong.
Ski Club.
not having
And
enough
he's like,
time
"I'm
and
done with
I
it."
think in 2020.
Because the tiles are just, they're not,
We did a trip
dollars
out
that they're
to
gonna
I hate
spend.
fucking
Utah.
tiles.
I do
Buy
too,
it
because
and
you
then-
know you can't.
But once you go out
It's like
there,
30, he's like, "We're talking
Yeah,
about
well,
this."
it was really
I
fun
think
to do that.
right now, I haven't read these.
She said coming off the elevator, one of those is chunked out so bad.
And like, it's not even,
gotta
yeah,
get back on the list.
yeah, I mean, it's like what the lift line, their toughest mountain in Michigan is like the lift line.
It's like a texture, and then it's like a textured ceiling, you put in there, so it's got,
Yeah, you guys ought to look into, so Lafayette,
so you need to worry about that.
they partner with Chicago State Club.
Oh, that's cool.
No,
So,
but I'm saying
I
that's-
just, so it's
All
like
of
a
those,
reason.
ones that they've got,
Because when
you
they
know,
expanded
they're
our
a
one
part
in the
of it.
past, we got.
Yeah.
buildings, so it's really
It's been a lot of years since
They
I've
had to
done
put a
that.
giant firewall
I
on
mean,
every
I didn't
single
know
feet
if,
maybe
because of
25
the
years.
insurance.
That's what kids have is
In
most
that,
of
but,
that.
I'm not sure what it is.
One of the guys that I work with,
Yeah.
marketing team, is Lafayette.
Should be
So
pretty
they'll
close,
have 2 or 3
especially
big
if it's
trips.
hot fire.
It's kind of neat for them to go on it, you know, one, you end up
Oh, really?
with a enormous group.
Maybe ought to,
So you get it a lot cheaper, but they'll have parties up on the mountain.
Yeah, yeah, that's really
Come
neat.
down.
Well, I think when my kids, when I start having kids, then that will.
Sprinkler system's not cheap.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
big
so
one,
for the
because
sprinkler
there's,
system, so we had to do that.
so I've got,
It's a big deal.
We just
there's
got
6
through
boys
this
in
through.
my family.
And
And then a couple of my friends.
I like the tile.
It's like, oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Jason,
people,
well,
we're gonna do
we're
it. It's burn, it goes into the ground all over again.
Like, yeah, it's a
But no, I can't guarantee you, I have no
I
It's a
idea.
just
good
didn't
thing
know
to
you
do.
had
Yeah, and we try to go.
If it had a dollar amount
We try to go
associated,
something
then I could
really
use
doesn't.
it.
It
really doesn't. I can't-
If that changes,
See, if I come in and I stay after
Okay.
hours.
let me know,
I'll
because
go, I can hear what I'm-
we'll have to have all this nailed
I don't know,
down by
I'm
June of next
in my
year.
closet, cause I have, I have.
No, you live in it.
Yeah, yeah,
Tell you what.
and I don't have a lot of room for it, but I got
May,
one from home.
something like that, see if things
Yeah,
have
I've done all this,
changed.
I've actually never skied in Colorado, it's just like the big
Things
cities.
may change by the.
Yeah,
Things
that's
down
great.
a little bit. so.
Montana, Wyoming.
Haven't been to Breckenridge.
I mean,
Breckenridge, you go to Young Family, right?
If there's anyone else that's on
that's the best word, because I painted one.
It's a neat town, and especially for
They
younger,
painted mostly
That one was
grass.
hanging out there,
It's a
Jason.
good thing.
got a lot of real estate that is just
That was
crazy.
just years ago.
Oh, yeah.
You're not gonna find
Because it was a
vertical
good
like you
change
do in
somewhere.
Jackson,
Yeah,
but for a family, and especially kids learning,
and honestly, I know, I'm only 35.
Rita.
I don't know, maybe they can take apart the whole town.
Yeah, that's fine, we'll find a place.
I'm starting to realize that it's gonna be a little
Thanks,
harder to
Jason.
get up.
Yeah, I'm happy to
The
stick with
president
greens and
now is
blues.
Amanda at the
And,
library.
I do,
She's
you know,
the
I like to go
historical
to.
society.
I tried to call
And normally
them,
if you're like,
oh, they're
we did,
gone.
Good Sky
So,
Montana.
why the phone's still on and I got to leave a message is beyond me.
And they
Well,
have
I mean,
every.
That's-
it's
wow.
still there.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, and so everything was falling apart and they would
It just never ends, Sean.
And so I talked to the commissioner and
To me, it's
I
not
got
fun
board
if
members
you're
back
going,
and install.
if you're in places.
the phone number there still says it's open Wednesdays.
Yeah, I don't do trees, and I don't
It
do
is
by
mowers,
appointment.
cause I'm not built.
Oh, but it doesn't say.
I don't mind groom, I don't mind
No.
steep
So,
groom.
Cause I was like,
Um,
Leslie's the only one that stayed on.
I'll do
She's
mobile
on
strong.
treasurer.
I ain't gonna
She's
be
still
there.
on.
No.
check with John
There's
Better.
been a couple times where I've been to places where like, if you're not careful, you can get.
Oh,
totally way
I can
down.
see that.
Yes.
Jackson Hole off the tram
So
Yeah.
Nick,
is that way.
Nobody
Yeah.
gets paid
You-
for that.
I like the sign after you get off the tram and you come down, before you turn to go back. If you're not a professional skier, get back on the tram, I'm like, that sign needs to be back up there where I just came from.
Yeah, because I've been, had a handful of
He's on the
times
board.
where I've
I
gone
can't remember what
places
his position is.
where I've gotten places and
Secretary,
I'm like,
maybe.
okay, so how
And
are we gonna do
then-
this? Because there's no way
I
down.
think that's it.
Libraries early. What's her name?
dangerous.
I'm gonna talk to her today, cause, well, no, cause I got books out there, I get a whole thing at Coombs.
One time I
Anyway,
took a
I
pretty
kept the
hard
good
fall
ones all
and I
there.
hit a rock.
She's
in my
actually
head.
set aside a part in
Luckily, I
her
had a
library
really
for
good
any
helmet
historical
on.
stuff.
And the helmet
So,
took the whole blow, and I was
yeah,
like,
oh,
You know why?
yeah.
I already gave him some.
But it was like, man, if I hadn't had my helmet on, I would have been,
Sonny Bono.
yeah.
Yeah, I took a wrong turn at Jackson Hole
Where's our
once and I got to where the only way down was through the moguls and
Yeah.
then I yard sailed it. And so then I went the rest of the way down on my road.
Yeah, no, I.
Well, that's where
Yeah.
Sam
There's
went.
no plow somewhere?
You know, the
Where I
handheld
took
one,
my
yeah.
skates and I held them, I
I
sat
don't know.
It was
There
so
is?
steep.
I've
I
never
was
seen it.
probably doing 40 miles.
It's
Must be in the garage or something.
And
It's in a
then
big pile of stuff. That-
in the,
And the snow to kind of.
Other
slow
building?
it down.
I haven't been in there
yet.
But I mean.
But that's possible, okay, but I will remember that.
That's your lunchtime, that's your
Yeah.
lunchtime.
There's some,
nobody wants
I know
that.
You don't have good food.
Yeah.
the,
Not that
right,
we need
I love
it.
it.
I know
It's
there's
goddamn
one
like we
person,
need.
there,
At my age
As long as
now.
we were
Well,
really
it's
hungry,
true.
like, you wanna stop and eat,
My
like,
brother Sam is really.
Civil
No.
He's a
Center.
very good skier. And.
Senior citizens.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is it, they call it
I don't know
something,
if you've ever been a big skier, but.
Munich.
You know, they take the
That's it.
tram.
I
up
thought,
to
I know it's a
the
C.
Lone Peak up at the top.
They
Yeah.
want a pressure cooker.
It's very challenging, so they.
But yeah, I think there's some cannon stuff in there, it's a big.
Because they have a platform.
I'll see what's there.
because when you're done, that's your habit.
I know, oh, I know, that's where most
Okay,
stuff
so
is.
you have to.
That's where I had before I ran the place.
Oh, wow.
So I know there's stuff out there. I just have to get in the building. And when I can, then I can.
Yeah, next year, I suggest Sullivan doing this.
Yeah.
Not happening.
I'm over that.
I wasn't impressed
Is
at all. Now, Tony's,
Down the mountain and like.
What did you end up having?
a really old
It was
kid.
kind of cool.
Shrimp
to
and
watch,
grits?
but
It was
he's
good.
he's
Really good.
going.
Oh, yeah.
And so
That's, whatever dish that was Nicole got, she brought 90% of it home.
Anyway, then it has a top.
It was a good.
All these
Fantastic.
doors, that's where they had.
I just think it's cool we got a waitress from Pine
Giant,
City.
I guess, but then you put the top on it, and it's all, and that's where they put all their cake and
Yep,
stuff.
that, no, I don't enjoy that.
Because it's.
that, I mean, that, you're like,
full and wow.
it's a little different.
If I can get
I
that
was in
building,
Breckenridge and had the kids with
That might
me.
be something
And,
that they
uh,
would like in there.
A little
One,
kid,
it wouldn't
you
have
know,
to
which
hold
they're
It could
fearless.
hold old stuff.
Flew past me out of control.
It's just in that other.
And it was really steep.
So, and I'm not, haven't gotten in
His
it.
dad,
So,
I don't know
Still
why
there.
the hell, but dad
I
just
just know it's
rode,
there.
maybe just wasn't a good skier,
Hopefully you
but I
guys
ended
didn't
up
see
turning and I went after him.
strong.
And that's probably the fastest I've ever moved.
out there,
Yeah.
you mean?
And I ended up
No,
getting
here.
him right.
Oh, here?
between
Oh,
me
still
and
alive.
stopped him, but that would have been
Yeah.
a tragic.
Yeah.
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 Ah, dang it.
Yeah,
Does it have bars or something? Is it on there?
I thought Sam should have.
Right on
Sonny
back.
Bono did too, but yeah, at least
Okay,
she
said
said
it.
what do you mean, yo?
Yeah.
I won't give it to
I
nobody.
apologize.
I mean, that's,
Yeah.
you're, like you said, you hit rock or,
Yeah, you know, I had a, I rode up.
Oh, no, you can't. There's room right here.
Because we have people die every year here in Appalachia.
You ready?
And he said it's.
Yep.
I'm not trying to be.
Make a motion to open the meeting, commissioners meeting back up at 10:02.
oh yeah.
Beth, I do have something here. This is from previous discussion from back in September. On the carpet for the recorder's office. Had her re-quote. Sean and I just looked at it. He's in agreement with going with the tile to redo in there, and it'd be, at a cost of $3,866.20. That'll tear out all the old carpet, get the floor ready, and to put in all the new carpet.
Yeah, I'm in favor.
So make a motion to accept Deno Home Center's bid for the new carpet in the recorder's office at $3,866.40.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye. With an M.
Motion carried. That is the last thing I have, so.
Beth, I know the answer to this question, but I still need to go to the bank and close the account, so I'm gonna leave from here and go do that. Do I need anything special?
Probably just your ID to show proof
I might have brought
of
that.
who you
That's your
are.
legal.
Yeah.
And so then the money that's in there, I just tell them to transfer that, but they have to send a check to you, or they just transfer it into your account? not personal.
Yeah. I guess it would need to go into the 3,500 account, our main account.
Can I just tell them to talk to you? I mean, I can tell them 3,500, but I don't.
Yeah, and if you need to, for them to talk to me, like, yeah, do whatever you have to do so they can talk to me so it can be closed.
Oh, to make sure that they, okay.
Yeah.
Who was it that I need to talk to? You any idea? I'll just go to the teller.
I would just go to the teller and tell
I'm
them
gonna
what you
go there
need
from
to
here.
do.
Did you get yours back? You got yours?
Yeah.
John Cox dropped off the holiday schedule that he is requesting for approval for the sheriff's department. It looks like you guys can look at it.
My first question is gonna be, does it coincide with the EMS holiday schedule?
That I'm not sure. Jason said that he was gonna get it to me at the beginning of the year. I do know that that is less than what he requested last year. Like those are not all of like the county holidays. I think those are just the main ones.
Yeah, these aren't all the ones that the county has in. Alright,
I'd say that's legit.
okay. Yeah, 'cause that's less than what we've got on our county holidays.
That looks good to me.
Good with.
Do you guys remember John presenting a while back the extension contract for 2026?
Yeah.
Do you remember looking over that, Jacob?
Yes, I did.
Were you okay with it?
Yes, and I got. Let's just pull that up. It's loading for me. This was the one that was sent last week, right? The one that.
Yeah, he brought it into the meeting a while back,
Yeah,
but I think it was when Avery was here.
Okay,
And then-
I'm confused. What's the name of it
It's
again?
the Purdue Extension contract.
Oh, yeah,
it's our new updated
Yep.
contract
Yep.
since we got everything solidified with them and how we're moving forward.
Yes, yep, I've seen that.
Okay. And it looks like there's just 2 pages for Phil to sign. I just need a motion to approve after review.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 extension contractual service agreement between Purdue University and the government of Benton County.
I'll second that.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
That young lady's doing wonders, Dylan. She's
Good.
phenomenal. I hear nothing but good.
Alright, now I just have all the regular stuff. Minutes.
Make a motion to approve your minutes.
Second.
Okay, what's this?
Make a motion to approve payroll.
Okay, what's this?
Or just pay it once. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
And then I have 2 payrolls.
I'll make a motion to approve payroll.
Second.
And then monthly claims.
Make a motion to approve monthly claims.
Second. the keys for the home out there, is that something that I can get Haley's to just make me another one? Or do I have to take one down and get it done? I didn't know whether they got it.
Most people can't do it, but they say Haley's or, what's the other one?
Full hops.
Yeah, maybe it's all
Yeah.
hops.
We're,
I was gonna
which
say
one are we
Maverick, but
contracted
that's
with?
wrong.
Cause you've only got one, we don't have another key to the
Key
house,
place.
right?
Is it Mohawks or
Haley's.
it's Haley's?
Excuse me?
Haley's.
Okay,
Haley? We don't you don't have any keys.
I have the one she has at the moment.
You haven't looked in the kitchen.
I've been looking,
See, there should have been like.
no,
4 or
I've
5 of
been
them that
going
came
through,
back, which
I went
didn't-
through keys yesterday. There could be some more for the back door. I just have to line them up with mine. I've got them all still, I haven't tossed anything.
I'm still voting for programmable.
I am too.
I looked through all my
I'm
stuff when you said that, and I don't have.
I don't know if somebody came and got, I mean, I
I
always.
had
say
them in my
dad.
possession to give them to Austin for their training, their canine, and then they
Yeah.
come back to her and
Yeah,
that's.
and I
We
was
just
bringing
got
them
one
back, and then Rita and I went out
A
there.
gentleman that used to work for the county highway, and he just
And they
returned
just-
it.
They must be in
yesterday,
the building.
and
I'm
he's
just
had it
guessing.
for 2 weeks.
That's only, no, you never thrown them up there,
Cause that's the second time he's.
maybe.
I think,
Okay.
but I mean, I also know where you and I were at, so.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Well, I'd like to see.
Are you gonna be out there later today, or?
I guess 4.
I can be, I'm gonna be out there
Use the
tomorrow for
village
sure.
building.
but-
Yeah, I told Jason the annex and.
Could I steal your key to
Annex,
go out there?
fairgrounds,
Cause I wanna look, cause I'd like to get in that other building.
I asked him about the
I have a
fairgrounds
key to the
originally.
other
I
building.
lost it.
Get out of here.
What? Stop.
You do?
So I
Why
got,
do you have that?
Because Sean gave me one.
You gave her a key to the other building? What are you doing?
I'm an idiot.
Oh,
No, you're not.
It's downstairs.
Okay.
I have one downstairs.
I'll get it.
That one we can get remade, so
Yeah.
now I don't have to do breaking and entering.
No, I have the other.
I was
Is
gonna-
there a
Really
commissioner,
today?
I was
isn't,
gonna get one of
doesn't
those
that
lock
scratch
picking
that?
things off TikTok.
I thought so.
I just don't have one to the home, but I have one to the
Oh,
other
I got that.
building.
Okay, good, yeah, we'll need that.
Yeah, you can.
Then I can get in there. See, I
So
told you I
did
couldn't get in
Sam
the other
or-
building. You didn't say, oh, I have a
The
key.
Ready Girl or any of them never. put
Just
in
run
the
down
keys.
to Deno's and have them make
He's
copies.
done.
They
of it.
won't.
we have our, what they turned in, because Matt
Huh?
wanted to get.
They'll
one
make it of
piece
the
the day he
Friends
got those
building.
computers from Linda.
They can't do the other one.
Gotcha, okay.
They can do.
Yeah, the Friends Building's just a
I'll
standard
give it to
key.
you in the
Oh, okay.
key.
They never did turn.
I'll get a copy made.
Whatever
Okay.
they turned in is what Matt had, and
Yep, yep.
that's what he gave me. Because I told her.
But it was only one, right?
I thought I had 2 sets, I had one with a blue lanyard,
That's mine, the one I got.
and then I gave you a set that day that you texted me before one of our meetings, you said,
And I had the black one,
I don't know.
and I probably still have it. But I've
It's
checked
probably
it.
with your debit card that you lost. Or credit card.
I'll look there.
Good thinking.
I'll look there. Nice, yeah.
Alright, we got anything else? Make a motion to close this meeting at 10:12.
I'll second that.
Thank you, everybody.
If I find enough flooring in that gray put flooring, can I do my office? Cause it's already gonna be bought, so it won't be
You're talking about food?
for my office, a closet over here.
I don't have a problem with that.
What-
There's extra gray flooring out there they didn't use.
Oh.
Can I do my office?
Yeah.